everyone, Jan here, and today I've just got some simple stretches for us to do. A lot of you are now working at home and you're probably working at a different height where your laptop is to what you would do in a normal office environment, so we're seeing some postural alterations and generally just not moving around as much as possible, which is then leading to some aches and pains, sort of stiffness occurring. So I'm just going to go through a stretching routine with you today just to lengthen everything out. Ideally, to be most effective, you want to be warm when you're doing these stretches. So maybe if you've been out for a little walk, it's ideal to do them when you come back in, or even if you just do 2 minutes of marching in your home just to increase that blood flow around the body. And then if you start with a stretch and holding it nice and steady for 10 to 20 seconds, and then gradually building up when it's most effective, holding for about 30 to 40 seconds. So let's go down onto the mat then to start. So first few exercises focusing on the lower back area. So I just want you to lie yourselves down. I want you to tilt your pelvis, the lower part of your back is pressed into the mat. All I then want you to do is I want you to bring one knee in towards you, placing your hands onto the top of the leg, and then just pulling that knee in towards you to where it's comfortable. All of these stretches, you should feel a mild stretch. You should not feel discomfort or pain. If so, then relax the stretch. So you just hold that one in, and then you would relax, and then bring the other one in. So I'm obviously not stretching for the full time with you, I'm just demonstrating them to you. If it was uncomfortable holding your knee at the top, you can take your hand behind the knee, and then just pulling gently in towards you. And focusing while we're stretching on really deep breathing. So a nice slow breath in, and then a nice breath out. And relaxing. The next one, very similar, you would just bring both knees in towards you, and again just pulling in gently, making sure that lower back's pressed down and we've got our tummies pulled in nice and tight, and then we would relax down. The next one, you can have your hands just across your chest or arms just out to the side. We're just going to lift the feet off the floor, and then we're just going to gently take the knees down to one side, coming back to centre and going down to the other side. How far do you go? You make sure that the opposite shoulder blade is still in contact with the mat. If it's come off, you've gone a little bit too far. So we're just going from side, keeping the shoulder blades down, back to centre and over to the other side. 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. So back down to having one leg out straight, opposite arm is going to go out to the side. You're just going to pop your hand on the knee, and then you're just going to bring that knee over the body down towards the floor. Head is neutral, staying looking up. And again, we're going to make sure that the opposite shoulder blade is still in contact with the mat. So stretching all through that lower part of the back and down into the glutes. Relaxing over, and then you would repeat it on the opposite side. So one arm out, gently coming across, shoulder blades still down, tummy in nice and tight, and nice slow breathing, and then relaxing. While you're here, we're just going to do a stretch now for the glutes and the lower part of the back. So one foot has gone across the knee. We're going to lift the other foot up. We're just going to hold behind the knee, and you're just going to pull that leg in towards you where you feel a brilliant stretch all through these glutes and up into that lower back area. And then you would relax down, and then you would repeat on the other leg. So we bring the knee up, pulling gently in towards us, and then relaxing down. And I just want you to turn yourselves over for me. So first what we're going to do, we're going to be in a kneeling position. So our knees are hip width apart and below our hips. Our hands are shoulder width apart below our shoulders. We're going to draw the tummy button in nice and tight, and then you're going to lower your bottoms down towards your heels, letting our head drop down. So we're rounding out the whole of the back there. You'd obviously hold it nice and still, and then you'd come back up, and you may want to repeat up to 3 times. So going back again, round in the back there. If it's not comfortable with your arms, if it's on your shoulders, then you can take your hands behind you on this one. And again, nice and still. Relaxing, coming back up. Now we're going to go into the cat stretch. So same position, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. All you're going to do is to breathe in, draw the tummy button in and round up the back. So you've got a real lengthening, head just drops down. So again, stretching the whole length of the spine there. And then you would relax back to neutral. And then breathing in again. And then relaxing. The next one is a stretching and also a strengthening exercise for particularly the lower back muscles. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one leg out behind you. Make sure that you're not twisting your hips at all. So your hips are stable. You've just raised one leg out towards hip height, and then you're going to extend the other arm. Pull the abdominals in nice and tight so your back is straight. You may feel a little bit wobbly here, which is perfectly normal, because obviously we're really working on balance here as well. So abdominals in tight, and then you'd relax down, and you'd repeat on the opposite side. So tummy in nice and tight. We don't want to really arch dipped back at all. So abdominals in, one leg out, one arm out, holding it nice and still. Again, our normal 10 to 20 seconds initially, building that up if we can to 30 to 40, and relaxing back down. If you can lie yourselves flat for me now onto the mat, putting our toes out behind us, hands are just below our shoulders, head's neutral looking towards the floor, and then what we're going to do this time, pull the tummy button in nice and tight. We're going to push up either onto the forearms, or we're going to push up onto the hands here, depending on what's most comfortable for you. Key thing is that your hips are staying down. So you're just going to push up to where your hips are still down, heads come up. So we're really stretching the whole of that back area. Or like I say, up onto your forearms, depending on what is comfortable for you. And then relaxing. So I just want you to bring yourselves into a standing position for me now. So we can just do a few more in a standing position. So first one, upper part of the back. So we're standing with a little bend in the knees, pelvis tilted. Just going to take those hands away from you. So it's kind of a circle there, as though you've gone to hug someone. So head's just neutral, looking down just slightly on this one. Feel the stretch across the upper part of the back and the shoulder area. And then we would relax. Time, arms out in front again, same position there, but this time we're going to twist to one side, come back to centre, twist to the other side, coming back to centre. So it's just a twist and in. Making sure that we're not moving our hips at all. They stay nice and stable. It is just the upper torso that is moving from side to side. Brilliant exercise, releasing any tension and stiffness in that middle to lower part of the back. So it's really relaxing those muscles and relaxing down. This time, one hand you're going to push down towards the floor, other arm you're reaching up really nice and tall. So really pulling and stretching and lengthening here. Focus again just on that normal, nice, controlled breathing. Just make sure you're not holding your breath at all. Then you'd relax, and then you would change them over. So a really nice stretch and relax. So I'm just going to finish with one for the hamstrings, because again, tight hamstrings can pull up into the glutes, which pulls up into the lower part of the back. So one foot in front of the other. Front leg is straight, bend your back leg as though you've got a chair behind you that you want to sit down onto. So we're resting our hands onto the bent leg. Don't ever do it onto your straight leg. So think front leg is straight, body weight down, feeling the stretch up the back part of the leg. And then relaxing and changing over. So front leg straight, bending your back leg, relaxing down. And again, focus on that nice controlled breathing. And then relax. This time we're just going to finish opening up the chest this time. So hands are going behind. You just take your hands slightly away from your body. You're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together. So we're pulling and opening up the chest area. And then relaxing. And then final total body. Breathe in. Reach really, really nice and tall for me as high as you can. And then out, down to your sides. So you should feel lovely and stretched and lengthened now, and all the tension should be released. So key things is to try and keep moving as much as possible. Sitting down really causes things to start to tighten. The muscles tighten, the tendons tighten, everything feels a little bit more tight. So try and keep moving. Also try and pop in some simple stretches. So stay safe everyone. See you again soon.